Hey, what's going on, guys? First off, yes, I did shave. I'll talk more about that in a upcoming video. It's actually going to be a pipe and cigar related video, but I'll talk more about the beard and stuff if that's something that interests you. Don't know why I would, but if you're interested, you'll hear more about that in another video. Right now, I just want to give you a little update on a current event. There is a massive, massive manhunt right now for a homicidal maniac in my area. The story is last night around I think 10 or 11 o'clock p.m. there was a shift change at the state police station, and someone came up while there were police officers outside and started shooting. Killed one officer on the scene, wounded another officer. He was rushed to the emergency room. I think he had surgery and he's stable now. But they didn't catch the guy. This is in an area that's extremely wooded, and it's right off of a major interstate. Okay. And, by the time the police responded to, the wounded, that guy could have been on the highway 20 miles down the road. So there's an effort. There's people on foot. There's people in helicopters and vehicles. Pennsylvania State Police. There's local police stations in Pennsylvania. They send officers from Jersey and New York. Okay, so the whole tri-state area. These cops are trying to find this guy. And obviously, cop killers are top priority to catch, and this is no joke. This stuff happens every single day. It happens all around the world. But when you hear about a story that's in a different state, you hear about a story that's in a different country, it doesn't quite mean as much to you when it's literally in your backyard. About 7-8 years ago, there was a escaped convict. The story there was this guy killed his wife or girlfriend or something, and both his parents. I mean, like bludgeoned them to death with some kind of object, some sick, twisted stuff going on. And he was being transported to a different prison. They stopped at McDonald's, okay, that's down the road from my house, and the guy escaped through the woods. Now, I do live in the woods. This guy was on foot for like 6 or 7 hours until they found him. That he could have done anything. He could have broken into someone's house. He could have popped out in my backyard, for all I know. So, people ask me all the time, Jeff, why do you carry a gun? And this is why. If I didn't need another reason, this would be the reason why you should be armed. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you should be armed, because honestly, it's not for everyone. Okay? And I can completely agree with that. You can't, there's people who are very pro-guns and everyone should have a gun. No, not everyone should have a gun. It's not for everyone. And I don't ever push people should have guns. But when people give me crap, and I get it all the time, more so from people who are in different countries that just aren't around a gun culture. I understand where you're coming from, but understand where I'm coming from. This is why I carry a gun. There's multiple reasons why I feel safer with a gun, because it gives me an option. Some maniac like that pops out of the woods, and he could anytime. I could be making this video, and he could be, smashing through the front door, desperate, trying to get a vehicle, trying to get money, trying to get food, whatever. Someone who's going to walk up on a police barracks, okay, shoot a couple cops, and then take off, obviously is a death wish, okay? So it's a messed up situation, and I just want to make this video just to basically put it out there as to another reason why I carry a firearm and why guns are part of my life. In the beginning, when you get into guns and start carrying them, it's very strange. It's you're very, very conscious of it. It's just like, oh my God, I have a gun. When you walk to a store, when you first start carrying, you're like, oh God, I have a gun. Everyone knows I have a gun. It's like really weird. You don't want it falling out. It's like this whole thing. Honestly, now I might as well be carrying a second wallet, or a second cell phone. I have full respect for my firearms. I'm very safe with my firearms. I will never, ever have an accident. I know you can't prevent accidents, but you can certainly limit the possibility of an accident to almost nothing. But it's just a hunk of steel to me. You know what I mean? I'm safe with it, but I'm not weird about it like I used to be. It's just part of my everyday life. It's something I put on every single day, and I hope to never, ever have to take out. But it's there. It's there if I need it. So please, please don't criticize me for carrying firearms, because stuff like this is real. Stuff like this does happen. I don't live in the middle of a city with a bunch of gang crime. I live in the middle of the woods, and it's relatively safe where I live. But there's crazy people everywhere, and there's no barrier for insanity, okay? And there's no barrier for incidents like this. This can happen anywhere, anytime. So that is why I carry a gun. So now you know. Anyway, yeah, pretty serious stuff. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take care.